In this video, I'm going to show you how to perfectly clean and coat the seats in your Tesla Model 3 or Y. So I'm doing the white seats here because that's what I have in my Model 3. But everything I'm saying here also applies to the black seats. The black seats just hide the dirt a little bit better. Now, the previous seats on the Model 3 and Y in the old generation vehicles, those cleaned up incredibly well. So now I'm gonna see how these new ones clean up. It's harder with the perforations, they're heated and cooled. So I'm gonna show you my process. We are going to tape off the line here. And that way we can present you with the facts that you have come to expect of the Gjeebs organization. All right, step one, I'm gonna take the Wolfbox MegaFlow 200 and blow out all of these creases. That was a blowout. Wasn't properly locked into place. Now we're good to go. But we're gonna blow the seats out. Wolfbox sent me this. This is their brand new high pressure air device. So it's really awesome, USB-C charging and really high power. So I really like this thing. It is new. It is launching on their website right now. So I'll have a discount code and link in the description as you can see on the screen. But this can be used for dusting off your vehicle. It can be used for dusting off outdoor furniture, dust in a keyboard. That way you're not using those non-reusable compressed air canisters. You just have this device, USB-C charging, extremely powerful. It's also great for drying off your vehicle. That's really good. And just getting light dust off of it. The battery pack is fully removable and you can use it up to 10 minutes on a full charge. And you're able to adjust the speed just simply by tapping the power button for 3 different modes. But again, blowing the surface off of the seat, and then we are going to go ahead and use the Hydrosilex interior cleaner. That's what I've used for years. We're gonna spray down this portion. Now, as far as brushes go for this is a horsehair detail brush, and then this is a similar brush from Detail Dudes. So it just depends what you're gonna be using these for. This is much easier to cover large surfaces, and this is just a little more precision. But I think this comes in a 3-pack, so I'll have all of that linked below. So we're gonna use this one so we can be precise. So we're gonna spray directly onto the surface, and then I take one extra spray, and then just get the bristles wet. So then from here, we're just going to agitate with this brush. And I gotta say, I think I actually prefer this handheld detail brush a little bit more than the other one because I can be more precise. And we're just getting in all these dirty crevices. And again, I've had this car for 1.5 years now-ish, and I've never cleaned these seats minus the, we had an incident, but we cleaned them after that. And actually that seat has a stain on it. We're gonna try and get that out as well. So that's all I'm doing. And we're gonna get this inside bolster here. Looks like it's coming out. It's just because of these perforations, it's harder. Now we're going to take this microfiber towel, wipe away the extra residue. And to my eye, I actually can't see really much of a difference right now, but I bet there is once we do this tape. Okay, so this portion of the seat was cleaned, as you saw. And then some of you may be wondering, like, what about getting the interior cleaner inside the perforations? If you want to be a little more careful, you could just spray directly onto this and just only use that and get a lather going. But ultimately, you're not soaking the seats. It's just 3 little sprays here and then rubbing it in, and the rest of it will evaporate. So I don't think you should worry about that because you're not spraying that much product. And so there you go in terms of a line. So you can still see it is cleaner. It's absolutely brought this seat back to life on this side. However, it's just, there's still some discoloration to it. So we're gonna have to do a little bit more of a deep clean. Now, the one thing I like about this product, and this is like a lot of other interior products too, you can use it on literally any surface inside the vehicle except the glass and the center infotainment. So you can use it on your door cards here. You know, if these ever get scuffed up, you can just spray it right there. Use your brush, you can get a nice lather going. And this just leaves you with the matte factory finish. And that's what you want. You don't want to have like a sheen to this. You just want to get all of the oils and greases removed and you're good to go. And then I also use this air duster if there's any leftover sediment in there. Gets that all blown out of there. And then this can also be used to get like the dust out of this area where the window switches are. So again, very versatile product, can be used safely all through the interior of your vehicle. But the next important thing, once it's cleaned, and it's like, so to those of you who are watching this, you're like, should I get the white seats? My recommendation is they do clean up. I mean, they cleaned up fine, and I think they look pretty good. I just think still the previous ones clean up better. What I would do right away is coat them. So you have a few options. You can coat them yourself. You can get something like this from Hydrosilex. They specialize in ceramic coatings, and I've been partnered with them for over 4 years now. So I really like their stuff because it's really DIY friendly. This doesn't cost very much, and I have a discount code that'll save you 25%. Now, if you're like, I don't want to bother coating it, I don't like manual labor, you can just take it to a shop like Dynamic Tint in Tempe, Arizona. Tyler can coat the interior of your Tesla, really of any car, so you can do that. If you want to do a DIY that is more robust, you could move up to something like the Hydrosilex Lit ceramic coating. And then it comes with this little kit with gloves and everything, and it shows you how to do it. This is a 3-year product warranty. So I mean, this is going to be really repellent of stains. The thing to note is that ceramic coatings leave another protectant layer on surfaces, makes it harder for things to stick to them. It makes them more hydrophobic. So there's still a chance where if you spill enough of something, it could leave a stain, but it's just going to give you more time and protection to get it cleaned off, and that goes for the exterior of your vehicle as well. This can be used on the interior, exterior wheels, everything, so it's actually a very versatile product, but you have to be a little more careful with installing this. Again, if you don't want to bother with that, take it to a shop and have it professionally done. So I think the white seats are more where people are concerned about this. So we will get this installed, but let me see if we can get this stain removed from the passenger seat. Now, I don't know what my wife did over here. We did go to Chili's recently, and maybe the triple dipper didn't sit well. So we need to get that cleaned up. So we're gonna do our interior cleaner. Oh, there, it's sprayed literally right off, whatever that is. Okay, I thought this was gonna be a lot harder. The triple dipper is very easy to clean from the interior of your Tesla Model 3 or Y, white interior. So you're seeing me do this. Again, this has been sitting here for weeks because I've been waiting to make this video. That's just what it is. And these seats clean up easily. Are they harder to clean than the previous seats? Do the previous version of the seats clean up easier? Yes, they do. If this is going to drive you crazy, I would either get them coated or get the black seats. But ultimately, they do clean up very well, and they are so comfortable. So it's a trade-off. I love the comfort of these new seats, especially the bolstering on the Model 3 Performance. Now, how does coating work? Now, coating the seat is very easy. You just want to make sure you're not doing it in direct sunlight and the interior is fairly cool. And all you're going to do is work in small sections and spray directly onto the seat. So we'll do this section. And we are just going to spread it around on this portion of the seat. And I would always do this either when the car is brand new or freshly cleaned like we just did. And you're just spreading it around these surfaces. It actually has a nice scent to it as well. And that's it. And then once it's spread around with one side of the microfiber, I generally use the thicker side of the microfiber for that. Flip it and use the tighter side, and then just kind of buff it out and get any of the exterior excess coating off. And you're good to go. And then you just simply repeat that process through any of these interior surface that you want to coat. Even the center armrest here, you could use the interior cleaner, and then you could use the coating just to give it that extra protection, especially here where your greasy elbows are going to sit. Your greasy head is going to sit here. Lots of grease transfer in these vehicles. Greasy people. So I hope that was helpful to you. Again, you can do this process maybe once or twice a year, and if you get it really dirty, you can do it more than that, but it's very easy to do it on your own, and really the key is from the beginning getting a coating on there to make sure it helps prevent these seats getting dirty. Now, if you want to see what process to use to clean the exterior of your vehicle, if you want to do all of that at home, click this video right here. I go through everything I use on the exterior of my Model Y, but that can be transferred to any vehicle that you own. This cleaning video is very helpful.